I once won a multi-million-dollar contract right in the middle of the Sydney CBD without giving the customer a single price. No quote, no discount, no negotiation. And this completely changed the way I sell forever. If you're still leading with product and price in B2B, you're already losing. So let me explain. At the time, I was working with a large construction company, building high-rise apartments and commercial towers right in the middle of the Sydney CBD. This project was massive, worth millions and millions of dollars, huge budgets, dozens of subcontractors, and tight deadlines. But before the meeting, I'd been losing tenders and quotes. I'd walk in and present my product, talk features, send a quote, and I'd get beaten on price every single time. And I remember thinking, I have to do something different. Something has to change. Because I wasn't losing due to price. I was losing because I was selling like everybody else was. I was talking about what I did instead of understanding what they did and what they're trying to achieve. So I walk into this meeting with the project manager and the construction manager. And instead of pitching, I ask these two questions. Before we get into what I do, how's the project going? And what are the biggest challenges delivering this on time and within budget? And their response changed absolutely everything. They said productivity was being smashed. Too many subcontractors, too many trucks, too much congestion in the CBD, deliveries delayed, not enough stock on site, engineers and trades standing around waiting for product. And the second issue, community backlash. Too many trucks coming in the CBD, too much congestion, too many complaints. Now think about this. If you're paying engineers $50, $100 an hour, and they can't work because product hasn't arrived, do you think the project's going to care about saving 2 or 3% on PPE or consumables? Price wasn't the problem. Productivity was. So I didn't go back with a cheaper quote. I went back with a solution. I proposed 2 40-foot containers on site. And these containers were fully stocked with PPE and construction consumables. I also put forward a full-time person in the containers, servicing subcontractors on the job. No waiting, no delivery delays. We will replenish the containers twice a week, and we'd replenish after hours, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, outside of congestion windows. So it equaled fewer trucks, more productivity, and better community engagement. And here's the key part. We still didn't even discuss a single price. They looked at me and said, when can you roll this out? And guess what? That initiative went on to generate millions of dollars in revenue every year for the next 4 to 5 years, without a rate negotiation, without a discount battle. Here's the major lesson. Stop selling your product. Start selling outcomes. Most reps walk in and say, here's what we do. Here's our pricing. Here's our catalog. That's commodity behavior. But elite B2B salespeople do something very different. They ask, what are you trying to achieve? What's slowing you down? What's costing you money right now? And what would a win look like for you? Then they align their product or service to those objectives. And if you can connect what you sell to productivity, profitability, risk reduction, or strategic outcomes, price comes secondary. And that's the difference between quoting and winning. Okay? If you want to stop competing on price and start competing on strategy, that's exactly what I teach inside the B2B Sales Pro, which is in the comment section listed below. But it starts with one thing. Ask better questions.